Hello everybody, I am Alka Jolly. Today I am going to explain lesson 7, The Tale of Peter Rabbit. It is a story of 4 little rabbits, Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail and Peter. So let us begin with the story. I'll be reading the story as well as I'll be explaining it line by line. So let us start. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits. Their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail and Peter. They lived with their mother in a sandbank underneath the root of a very big fir tree. So once upon a time, there were 4 rabbits and the names of the 4 rabbits were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail and Peter. They lived with their mother in a sandbank. Sandbank is a small hill made of sand. Underneath the root of a very big fir tree. Underneath means situated directly below. So the sandbank was situated directly below the root of a very big fir tree. Now, my dears, said old Mrs. Rabbit one morning, you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Now run along and don't get into mischief. I am going out. So one morning, old Mrs. Rabbit told the 4 little rabbits that she was going out, and she instructed all the four rabbits that they may go into the fields, they may go down the lane, but she said not to go into the Mr. McGregor's garden. So she also instructed them that they don't have to be naughty, and she told them not to quarrel with each other. Then old Mrs. Rabbit took a basket and her umbrella and went through the wood to the baker's shop. Now, while going out, she took a basket and an umbrella, and she had to pass through the wood. Wood means forest. She had to pass through the forest in order to reach the baker's shop. Where was she going? She was going to the baker's shop that was across the forest. She had to pass through the forest in order to reach the baker's shop. Flopsy, Mopsy and Cottontail, who were good little bunnies, went down the lane to gather blackberries. Now, little bunnies are little rabbits. We call little rabbits little bunnies. So, the 3 rabbits, Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, they were very obedient rabbits. They used to obey their mother. So, they were very good little bunnies, and as their mother said, they went down the lane to gather blackberries. To gather means to collect. Blackberries is a kind of soft black colored fruit. However, Peter, who was very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden and squeezed under the gate. But the 4th rabbit, whose name was Peter, he was very naughty. He never obeyed his mother, and this time also he disobeyed his mother, and straight away he ran towards Mr. McGregor's garden and squeezed under the gate. Squeezed means firmly pressed itself, and he managed to get through the narrow space under the gate. First he ate some lettuce and some beans, then he ate some radishes, then feeling rather sick, he went to look for some parsley. As he entered Mr. McGregor's garden, there were so many vegetables, and so he ate some lettuce. Lettuce is a plant with green leaves. So he ate some lettuce first, then he ate some beans, and later on he ate some radishes also. As you know, radish is the favorite food of rabbit, so he ate some radishes also. Then after eating so much, he was not feeling well and his stomach got upset, so he went to look for some parsley. Parsley is a type of leafy herb. After he eating that herb, his stomach could have got better. So he was looking after for some parsley, a leafy herb. Round the end of a cucumber frame, whom should he meet but Mr. McGregor? So when he was passing through a cucumber frame is a wooden frame where cucumber were grown up. So round the end of cucumber frame, when he was passing through the cucumber frame, he met Mr. McGregor. This is the picture. Here is Mr. McGregor. This is rabbit Peter. This is the picture of all the 4 rabbits. And now what happened? When he was passing through the cucumber frame, whom did he meet? He met Mr. McGregor. Mr. McGregor was on his hands and knees planting young cabbages, but he jumped up and ran after Peter, waving a rag and calling out, "Stop, thief!" So, what was Mr. McGregor doing? He was planting some young cabbages. Look at the picture. These are the cabbages and these are the potatoes grown in Mr. McGregor's garden. So when Mr. McGregor saw Peter, he ran after Peter waving a rake. This is a rake. What is a rake? It is used for drawing together cut grass. So he waved a rake and called out, "Stop, thief! Stop, thief!" And he ran after Peter. Peter was most dreadfully frightened. He rushed all over the garden, for he had forgotten the way back to the gate. He lost one of his shoes among the cabbages and the other shoe amongst the potatoes. So, when Peter saw Mr. McGregor running after him, he got dreadfully frightened. Dreadfully frightened means he got very scared. He rushed all over the garden. He started running here and there quickly and he forgot the way to the gate. So while running, he lost one of his shoe amongst the cabbages and one of his shoes among the potatoes. Look at this picture. Here it is his one shoe amongst the cabbages and the other shoe he lost amongst the potatoes. After losing them, he ran on 4 legs. He might have got away if he had not run into a gooseberry net and got caught by the large buttons on his jacket. It was a blue jacket with brass buttons, quite new. Peter gave himself up for lost and shed big tears. Now, after losing his shoes, he had to run bare feet on his 4 legs. So, he would have got away from the gate, but he did not know the way of the gate. So, he got stuck in a gooseberry net. When he was running through that place, he got stuck in a gooseberry net. Gooseberry net is used to stop birds from stealing gooseberries. So, he got caught by the large buttons on his jacket. He was wearing a blue colored jacket and there were brass buttons on his jacket and his brass buttons got stuck in the gooseberry net. So Peter gave himself up for lost means he thought that he would never be free again now, and he was very scared, very afraid, and so he started shedding big tears. He started crying. Mr. McGregor came up with a sieve which he intended to use to catch Peter, but Peter wriggled out just in time, leaving his jacket behind him. So, what is the meaning of sieve? It is a tool used for straining solids from liquids. And what is the meaning of intended? Intended means planned. So, Mr. McGregor came after him with a sieve which he used to plan to catch Peter. But Peter wriggled out. Wriggled out means twisted and turned fast just in time when Mr. McGregor came up there, and he left his jacket behind him and ran as fast as he could. He rushed into the tool shed and jumped into a can. It would have been a beautiful thing to hide in if it had not had so much water in it. So after running from there, he went into a tool shed. Tool shed is a shed where some tools were kept. So he rushed, he ran quickly, he entered into the tool shed and quickly jumped into a can. So many cans were kept there, and he entered into a can, and where he hid himself, and that can was filled with water. Mr. McGregor was quite sure that Peter was somewhere in the tool shed, perhaps hidden underneath a flower pot. He began to turn them over carefully, looking under each. So Mr. McGregor was also coming after him, and he was dead sure that Peter must be hiding somewhere here only in the tool shed, and there were so many flower pots were also kept there, and he started turning them over carefully and looking under each flower pot, and looking for and in search for the Peter. Peter sneezed cashew. So Mr. McGregor was after him in no time. He tried to put his foot upon Peter, who jumped out of a window, upsetting 3 plants. The window was too small for Mr. McGregor, and he was tired of running after Peter. He went back to his work. So what happened? When he was hiding inside the can and Mr. McGregor was searching him in the tool shed, Peter sneezed. And hearing the voice of his sneezing, Mr. McGregor came to know where he was, and now he again ran after him, and he tried to put his foot on Peter, but Peter was very smart enough. He jumped out of the window, and the window was very small. Mr. McGregor could not pass through that window, so he stopped running after him, and he was also very tired of running after Peter, so he went back to his work. Peter sat down to rest. He was out of breath and trembling with fright, and had no idea which way to go. Also, he was very damp with sitting in that can. After a time, he began to wander about, looking all around. Now, Peter was also very tired, so he took rest for a while, and he was out of breath because he was running continuously, and he was also trembling with fright. Trembling with fright means trembling with fear, and because he had no idea which way to go, he had forgotten the way to the gate of the garden. So he was really very puzzled. So also he was very damp, very wet, as he had he was hidden in the can that was full of water. So he was wet also. So he was trembling with fright. Now he began to wonder about, looking all around. He was looking all around where to go, from where he could go out of the garden. He found a door in a wall, but it was locked, and there was no room for a fat little rabbit to squeeze underneath. So now he found one door in a wall, but it was locked. He could not find any space underneath so that he could squeeze underneath and go out of that place. Then he tried to find his way straight across the garden, but he became more and more puzzled. Now he thought that he should go straight through the garden, across the garden, and he just wanted to go out of the garden. He got so much puzzled now. He came to a pond where Mr. McGregor filled his water canes. Now he reached one pond where Mr. McGregor had filled all the canes with water. A white cat was staring at some goldfish. Near the pond, one white cat was sitting, and it was staring the goldfish. She sat very, very still. So the cat sat very still because she was continuously staring at some star goldfish because it wanted to catch the goldfish. So Peter thought it best to go away without speaking to her. He had heard about cats from his cousin little Benjamin Bunny. So Peter had heard so much about cats from his cousin whose name was Benjamin Bunny that cats were very clever. So he decided that it was best to go from that place without speaking to her. So look at, this is the picture of that place where Mr. McGregor was sitting searching under the flower pots, that there must be that Peter must be hiding under the flower pots. He went back towards the tool shed, but suddenly, quite close to him, he heard the noise of a hoe. Scritch, scratch, scratch, scritch. It was Mr. McGregor hoeing onions. His back was turned towards Peter, and beyond him was the gate. Now he went back towards the tool shed. When he didn't find any place to go out of the garden, he again went back towards the tool shed. But suddenly, what did he hear? He heard the noise of a hoe. What is hoe? It is a tool. What is hoe? It's a tool. Gardening tool with a long handle. So what did he hear? He heard the sound of a hoe, scritch, scratch, scratch, scritch. From where did this sound was coming? It was Mr. McGregor hoeing onions. Hoeing onions means digging out onions. So he was digging out onions. It was the noise of hoe. His back was turned towards Peter. Mr. McGregor's back was towards Peter. He was unable to see Peter, and beyond him was the gate. Beyond him means on the other side of Mr. McGregor was the gate, and Peter has to go towards the gate. So what did Peter do? Peter started running as fast as he could go along a straight walk behind some blackcurrant bushes. So Peter started running as fast as he could, and he did not look back, and he walked behind some blackcurrant bushes. Again, blackcurrant is a soft black colored fruit that grows along with the bushes. Mr. McGregor caught sight of him at the corner, but Peter did not care. So while Peter was running towards the gate, Mr. McGregor saw him. But Peter did not stop, he did not bother. He slipped underneath the gate and was safe at last in the wood outside the garden. He did not stop at all. He slipped underneath the gate again as he entered the garden. In the same way, he found the way to the gate and he slipped underneath the gate quickly, and now he was safe at last in the wood, in the forest, and that forest was outside the garden. So that's the end of the story of the little bunny Peter, who was very naughty. He never obeyed his mother. That is why he always got into the trouble. So the lesson that we get from this story is that we must always obey our elders in order to save ourselves to get into the trouble. So children, this was part 1 video of lesson 7, and in this video I have explained lesson 7, the tale of Peter Rabbit. There is part 2 video, the link of which I have given in the description. In that part 2 of the video, I have explained all the back exercises and all the question answers of lesson 7, the tale of Peter Rabbit. So you can click that link and watch that video in order to understand all the back exercises and question answers. So thank you so much for watching the video. I'll be soon back with another video. Till then, bye bye. Have a great time.